Hello and welcome to your messages for the month of June 2024. So, wow, let's see what the month of June has in store for us. I have literally just done, I've just added to my Lessons in Awakening. I'm up to number 22 now. If you haven't checked them out, I'll put a link in the description to the first one. I always recommend that you go through them in order, but I don't think anybody does. But today's one was called Doing the Turnaround on Your Judgments. And you really do need to see the Lesson in Awakening on Understanding Triggers, which is number 11. You really need to see that before you see this one, because it is kind of like taking that concept to another level. So rather than your triggers, it's just your judgments, which it's all going on in your head. So doing the turnaround on your judgments, it's going to be interesting to see if that comes up for the month of June as being, some guidance for us. But even if it doesn't come up, let's just play it anyway. It's a great game to play. I mean, we're looking at life and we just, without even making any effort, we do construct judgments, don't we? They're obviously based on our perceptions and our experiences and our programming and all sorts of things. So doing a turnaround on them, understanding that, as Paul Selig says in his book Innocence, he channels the guides. When you put someone in the darkness, they take you there. In other words, whatever we think of somebody else is a reflection of a part of us. We know that, don't we? So every time you have an unfavorable judgment of somebody, do the turnaround and where is it that it applies to you? How can it apply to you? Where does it apply to you? It's a great game to play because you're just like thinking all the time. It's like self-reflection and self-improvement and self-expansion, self-realization. It's all of those things going on in your head at any given time. So all these judgments that we make, of course, we make positive judgments too. And when you're on this journey, and I'm sure you've seen this because you're on the journey, right? The more you love yourself and the more you approve of yourself and accept yourself, you see all of that reflected back to you. So then you start making positive judgments when you see the divinity in other people. And then that's a sign that you can see the divinity within yourself. When you feel compassionate towards other people and you love them, that's an act of self-love to yourself, isn't it? So all the positive sides of it, when we make positive judgments, that's where we want to go, really, isn't it? Because that's where our life just gets better and better, doesn't it? We improve the reality that we're creating. We just make it at a higher frequency, don't we? And it becomes a more enjoyable place to live, doesn't it? But we're really talking about the negative judgments, those ones that just creep in. And it's kind of fun to play, I think. But it's like, oh, where am I like that? Anyway, we'll see, won't we? Let's see. One card's come out already. Do we have any other guidance for June? Any heads up? Take a deep breath and activate your own intuition. While waiting for the cards to come up, I do want to mention, I mentioned it in my weekly one. I'm now doing, well, I'll see how it goes anyway. It's just an inspiration that I'm putting out there. It's called Tarot and Beyond, because so many spiritual lessons come up, don't they, through tarot, and so much wisdom comes through the messages, through the cards and everything. And we receive it and we can feel the truth in it. And we can see often in many examples how it is the case. But actually applying it and integrating it and embodying it and living it, it's not so easy in everyday life, is it? So it's kind of like living the wisdom of tarot and bringing its guidance into everyday life. That's what I want to do, working in small groups whereby we could do a card reading and for the group, whoever's there. That's the way the universe works, isn't it? And then we get any guidance that comes through, any wisdom that comes through, because all the cards have some kind of spiritual lesson in them, don't they? We can talk and discuss our own everyday life and how we can apply it to our own everyday life. And of course, share with each other how we've already done that maybe in other situations, or maybe how we're struggling to do that, or I don't know. I just think it's a good idea to discuss it rather than just have it on a receptive level all the time. I think it's really good to integrate it into the life that we're living, right? Which isn't always at the frequency that we desire, is it? So, so I thought once a month would be a good idea. I thought a Sunday would be a good idea, but if you are interested in doing it and Sundays are not good for you, please get in touch, because when my Learn to Read Tarot course is over, I can make it a Monday, if that's better for people. So at the moment, I've got it at every second Sunday of the month, and it's starting on June the 9th. So June the 9th at 7 p.m. Spanish time, which would be 6 p.m. UK time, and during the day over the pond. And it would be for 2 hours between 7 and 9, I guess. And card reading followed by a discussion and seeing what comes up. You know, I don't really have any more than that kind of inspiration. So we'll just see where it goes. But if you fancy doing that, there's a link in the description to my website, and all the details are on my website. You will need to get in touch with me so I can send you the links. Okay, it will be done via Zoom. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to share that as well. So, anything else for June? I've only got the one out, so this is really interesting. I don't think I've ever had just one card, especially not for a month reading. Do we have anything else? Oh, one other one. Okay, we have two. Ah, there we go. There's a third. Do we have anything else? It's just, it looks like it's just the three. Yep, let's go with the three. They're face down at the moment. Let's dive in. Here we go. Rest. Well, I normally say retreat, relax, and rest. The 3 R's with the Four of Swords. I'm actually going to say this time, reflect. Yes, look, it's reflection time. Interesting, because I've just said that about playing the game in June of doing the turnaround on your judgments. This card typically comes up where there's stress and anxiety. And the idea is that you need to rest, relax, and retreat in order to not feel stressed and anxious. But when we're making negative judgments about people, it can be quite stressful. Well, it is on the body, because if you feel into it, when you're making a negative judgment about somebody, and you're not consciously doing it, you're not choosing to do it. I'm not saying it's your desire, but it just happens, doesn't it? But when you actually feel into that judgment, close your eyes and feel into that judgment, feel into your body, you can actually feel the contraction and the discomfort that judging others unfavorably creates within you. And then when you focus on loving somebody unconditionally, it feels such a beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful feeling, isn't it? That you don't want to come out of it. You just want to focus on that unconditional love. Because that love is who you are. That love is who you are. Yes, because that's become really apparent to me as well, is we're not bringing in more love, we are the love. And the things that are stopping us from experiencing that or expressing that is a bit like the clouds in the sky. The sky is always blue. The clouds cause us not to see it. But when the clouds are not there, the sky is always blue, right? It's always there. The love that you are is always there. It's just that we don't always feel it or see it, do we? So, yeah, so when we tap into unconditional love, it's who we innately are. And it feels really lovely. So that's a beautiful feeling for the body, isn't it? And yet when we make negative judgments about people, it's a really uncomfortable feeling. It's a contracting feeling, isn't it? So, and I think the way to release the judgment, because sometimes, I mean, we don't appear to have any control over them. They just appear in our head. We see something, we've made the judgment before we've had time to take a breath, usually. So, I will put a link in the description to the video I've just done on Lessons in Awakening, because I think that is good. I think it is a game we're going to play. Yes, that's what I'm going to say. It's a game we're going to play this month. the month of June. And there is a message here about taking time out. I'm noticing that so many people are feeling tired and exhausted. It makes me wonder how I ever did a full-time job, going to work for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes on a Saturday morning as well. It's tiring, it's grueling, and it takes you away from the journey sometimes. So, and of course, it's all those limiting beliefs. I don't have time to take time out. I can't afford to take time out, all these things. But this card is saying you need to find time to take time out, to rest, retreat, relax, reflect, and do the turnaround on your judgments using the video in the description. Yeah, because this is how we're going forward. And it's a slow process. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, Earth. It's heavy. He's a Shire horse. He's not galloping anywhere. It can appear like a slow process, but it doesn't matter. This is saying take it slowly this month. Take it slowly this month. Don't worry about having to get things done. Don't worry about running around like a headless chicken. Don't worry about stressing yourself out. I mean, this is interesting. I have got so many activities booked in the garden retreat this month. Maybe I should do the readings in advance. But anyway, it's about making time for your resting and retreating and relaxing and reflecting, and taking things easy. Because our abundance lies in how we're feeling. In pushing yourself, pushing a Shire horse is not going to make the Shire horse feel really good. Now, a racing horse might feel good running, but a Shire horse doesn't want to. But Pentacles is very much our abundance. And it's just remembering, isn't it, like the Hanged Man, that our abundance doesn't lie in our action. Our abundance lies in our stillness. Our abundance lies in our stillness. I think that might be the title. Our abundance lies in our stillness and in that reflection and in this inner work that we're doing. And we can turn it into a game, can't we? I mean, it's kind of fun. Just this like get out of denial. I'm judging someone. Where am I? Where do I have those qualities? Those unfavorable qualities, characteristics. And it might be on a much smaller scale, of course, than the thing that you're judging. That's often the case, isn't it? But there'll be some nuggets of self-realization, I think, in there, and there'll be some guidance for you. And then you can adjust the way that you behave or the way you perceive yourself or whatever it is that's coming up. That's where your abundance lies. Your abundance lies in doing this inner work. Your abundance lies in doing this inner work. So this is about not rushing around this month, reflecting on everything, doing the inner work. It's very much that Byron Katie. I'll put links into her as well, although that is all part of what I've just said in the Lessons in Awakening. So I'm not surprised that I was inspired to do that just before doing this one. Obviously, it's in the energy, isn't it? So, but this is positive movement forward. Horses are always positive movement forward. He's protected. So if you think you don't have enough time or you don't have enough money to take time out, you are protected by your level of consciousness, remember. And remember that your level of consciousness is your new currency. Your feeling of abundance comes from within, remember. Your feeling of abundance comes from within. And we can make our frequency more abundant. We can give ourselves a higher frequency by loving ourselves through this reflection that we're doing on our judgments. So yeah, to me, that's absolutely beautiful. And there's the new action. You see, it's not like you're going to be sitting there, retreating, relaxing, resting for long. Here's the new action. Oh, I'm really getting it. But the new action is coming from the slowness, you see, because he's an opportunity and an offer. Wands is physical action in the physical world. It's fire. It's transformational. Opportunities for transformation come out of rest, retreat, relax, reflect. Take it slowly. Okay, your abundance lies in taking it slow. Give yourself enough time to do what it is that you enjoy. That artwork, that music, that yoga, that puzzle, that walk, whatever it is, enjoy, slow down, enjoy Mother Earth. Remember as well, nature, always important to bring nature in, because Pentacles is earth. So there's Mother Earth there as well, because your opportunity for transformation comes from this stillness. Your opportunity for action is born out of this rest and relaxation. So don't go thinking this is you pampering yourself. Don't go thinking this is you being unproductive. Completely the opposite. This is the production that comes from this. There is nothing positively productive that comes out of being a headless chicken, running around trying to do too much. No, there's a really clear message, isn't there? Opportunities and offers to take new action. So I hope this is referring to my tarot and beyond activity. Would be nice. It did just come out of me. I didn't really think about it. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. We'll find out, won't we? But yeah, this is clear for the month of June. We have got rest, retreat, relax, and reflect. Play the game. Check out the Lessons in Awakening, number 22, doing the turnaround on your judgments, because it's the stillness, taking it slow, where your abundance lies. That's taking you in an abundant direction by doing the turnaround and seeing where you are judging yourself on some level. And that gives you the opportunity to change, gives you the opportunity to change within, because we know that if we want to find change on the outside of us, we have to change the inside. We know that, don't we? And here's our opportunity for action, our opportunity for growth. And yeah, this is opportunities coming in to do things, to do new things. And it's transformational because it's fire. So it will be something passionate as well. Something passionate, something bold, something new, something adventurous. And it's going to be born out of the stillness of this. So I would imagine, as it's all coming up in June, the beginning of the month, we need to take it like this. By the end of the month, we're seeing some beautiful divine action. So yeah, I'd love to hear what your beautiful divine action is. Oh my gosh, yes. So get in touch if you want a private reading. Have a fantastic month of June. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye for now.